I don't know about you, but that's what every visit to the dentist is like for me. Good lord. So, this is Dentist. Man, I didn't think that's what the dentist was going to be like in this world, did you?
No.
Who could even, fucking guess any of that?
Well, when he first said, all the butter and snakes, I thought,
it was a joke, whatever.
That's what his, concept of it was. He was just completely wrong about it. But then they have that sorry.
So Finn has a hurting tooth. Everyone says you have to go, not to the dentist, you have to go dentist. And, he really doesn't want to, so they finally say, alright, just get ready for, butter and snakes and stuff like that. And then you see him, hung upside down over this well where there's nothing but butter and snake. They're like, ha ha ha, and they just let him go, and he falls in, and he goes into this world of ants. It's Dentist is this giant world of ants, and they run it like a military. And the queen is Lucy Lawless with her New Zealand accent, which it's nice that she can use that.
Yeah.
And they have to defeat the worms and the fly spies, and the only other cadet they have, really, I think, is Tiffany. He comes back. It was a he. Okay. He comes back, and they hate each other, and he really wants Finn's sword. Keeps trying to double cross him to get it, but eventually they work together to defeat these worms because they're under attack. Through some really violent imagery. I mean, how many decapitations and guttings and stuff like that were in this? But because it's purple blood, I guess it's okay. And then Tiffany has a chance to save Finn. Doesn't do it though, and Finn somehow gets spat out, and then Tiffany knocked in, and the queen worm chokes to death. But they fix Finn's teeth, and then he climbs out. Everyone seems happy, but nobody can talk about it because one of the fly spies is going by. And that's the episode. It was... I thought this reminded me a lot of Ren and Stimpy. I can see, because remember, their idea of, what happened to the teeth is, there's the tooth beaver, and he hits the nerve endings, and if you leave your teeth under the pillow, you get $100 bills from, the tooth old hairy man or whatever.
And all he had was lint.
Yeah, he just leaves a ball in, that's good enough. It's just that bizarre. And even the animation, stuff like Finn being tossed up, hitting his head on the wall, his body scrunching, his teeth cracking and stuff. It seemed very Ren and Stimpy to me.
Yeah.
Which is not bad. It's definitely a little different. Not extreme different, but... and even when Tiffany was punching, that looked very kind of like Popeye to me, didn't it? Sort of the... all that stuff. So it's... God, given the lineup of adventures, this might be one of the most bizarre. You just could not predict anything that was going to happen in this.
I loved the ant. When he's going through the food line, he's like, you got anything less sugary? And the ant, he's like, oh!
It falls over.
Or when the queen ant, Finn goes in and just, turns the chair around. She's not there. She comes walking around. Sorry, I wasn't here. Sits down. Then turns back around.
Yeah. That joke's been done a couple times, in our stuff, but I like how...
I don't care. I like how
it was done
in this.
well. It was done well in this. Fine. Be that way. It just... It was so bizarre, but I love how Finn just, really doesn't question much of it. They're having the fight, and it's just like, Finn, are you okay? My tooth hurts. I mean, just weird stuff. I mean, he'll just kind of go along with it. You can't blame him. He's in such a weird world. I mean, why question anything anymore?
Yeah.
So it's...
But they're going to steal banks.
Yes, the whole building.
They're not going to rob banks. They're going to rob banks. Get it? The whole building.
God, someone, for this one, it's either just, one whacked-out writer, or I just see someone, let's just write the weirdest fucking thing we can think of, just Like, we have an episode just called Dentist. Like, what's the last thing nobody would ever think of would happen in this episode? And just go!
Quiet, your mouth's full of ants right now.
Actually, I did wonder if, because when he feels he got his teeth back, he goes, "Ay!" like that. I wonder if they actually had to show that actor Happy Days so that he knew how he was supposed to say it, because that's supposed to be the Fonz, the way he does it, "Ay!" like that. Okay. Would that kid know what?
that.
Would that kid know what Happy Days is, or how to say "Ay!" like that?
I don't know if that was meant to be Happy Days or not.
Oh,
There was no thumbs.
Okay, there was a close up on the face. He could have gone like this.
Yeah, but I guess the Fonz though was always like, "Ayy." There was always the thumbs though. It was never just his face.
But you couldn't. It was a close up on his face. So I can't believe we're arguing over this.
No, I just think you're wrong.
I think you're wrong.
See,
I think he never saw Happy Days. They showed him Happy Days, so he would say it like the Fonz, and it was amazing. He did it well. With that voice breaking, he's probably gonna sound like Henry Winkler, age 90.
Did you call him Harry?
Henry.
You said Harry.
I said Henry.
Okay.
Okay. Well, clearly we're not talking about the episode anymore. So, yeah, it's just, I really liked it. What do you think?
I thought it was fun. I thinking about the past episodes with Tiffany and this one, for some reason, when Tiffany's talking, like giving his speech and everything, and his like poem, it made me think of Linus from the Peanuts.
That's the true meaning of dentist, Charlie Brown.
Kind of like the way that he's talking, and even almost the way his round head is and everything. For some reason, this episode made me just think of the Peanuts. And I'm like, why am I don't know. But
well, it's clearly a kid doing the voice. There is something I really like when they get actual child actors to voice children, and it's like, and I get why they don't do it, or they even rarely do it.
Child actors suck.
Well, some do.
All do.
But there's why you think the guy that plays Finn sucked?
He's not a kid anymore.
No, but when it started out, he sucked.
Oh yeah, he was terrible.
Really?
No.
But there is, like, I know how they do the voices change and so on and so forth. Now, in something like this or Last Airbender, they welcome that. They're like, no, please change. It'll be great. We want the characters to get older. Yeah, there's still something very unique to the sound of a child that just an adult, like, maybe a handful of adults on Earth can, like, really duplicate, where you swear it's a kid. But, yeah, there is just something very unique about the delivery and the way a kid says a line. So I really like it when they get actual kid actors, even if they suck. I mean, it's like, Peanuts are not the best actors, let's be honest, whoever they get. But there's still kind of a charm to the way they say it, and such a bizarre mellowness that, you kind of know it's like there's no... It strangely doesn't feel manipulative. It feels like, no, here's some kids, like, putting on a play, and they're not faking it. They're trying to put on a good play. They're kids. You kind of get it.
Are you talking about the Peanuts or Adventure Time?
Peanuts. No, the kids at Adventure Time legitimately are good actors.
Because, Linus getting up there and talking about God and everything, that's completely legit.
Yeah, that's how a real kid would talk,
all the time.
No, that's all I'm saying, though. Like, with Peanuts, they would, it feels kind of like a school play, where with Adventure Time, they're part of the show. It feels like they're, in that world. Yeah. So yeah, it was so strange, but I loved it. I love anything where I can't predict it, and it keeps throwing all this strangeness at me, and yeah, I'll never go into the dentist again.
No, you're not going to go to the dentist. You're going to go dentist.
Dentist. Yes.
Do you want me to get the butter?
Only if I get to do the snakes.
Do you even like snakes?
Shh. Okay.